I am worried about this there.
I also think Nico would have been a new champion as well, regardless of which of these two he took.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we've seen him play Nico, but wants to be a little less of a conformist and...
Oh,
I mean, you're playing against two Caitlyn's. Bottom lane, that could be hard. As Maple will give the game away by shooting a Q. As I wouldn't be surprised to see Aja or Maple just drop their trinket here and make their bot lane's life a lot easier. They don't decide to. So Halo Blades on the Caitlyn means a lethality Caitlyn. We did see Betty play into the Lucian with lethality Caitlyn. I think it was Betty, and it was pretty effective. The Lucian would try dash onto the Caitlyn, eat a net, and I'm just captivated by the two Caitlyns on my screen. You can trade back really well into this Lucian mid game with the lethality Caitlyn. I think he had first strike or something ridiculous though on the Lucian.
no, wait, did he? No, I'm pretty sure he had Halo Blades.
Okay. Oh, it was probably just the Lucian first strike.
Yeah.
So D-Ring on Orca.
Well, yeah, actually. Well, that seems impossible to lane into.
Yeah. That's going to be a very strong lane. With what we know about Nico, she's a very strong laner. Difficult to dodge her ass. With the Caitlyn to transform into. Kriskada. So far. Dungeon spells, Landon spells.
Yeah, definitely winning out so far. Only level 2 though, so.
So, yeah, Junji is probably going to be eyeing up the spot lane as somewhere he can be ganking, as Betty stepped onto a trap. Nice little hidden trap. Uh-oh, here comes a puppy, though. Do they know? They will see her on a ward soon.
Yeah,
they got to
Junji
get
has
out of
found
there.
his way around, but...
It's Orca who's probably in trouble here.
Oh, Tide holding flash for a long time. Gonna eventually use it.
Okay.
Now, this lane a little bit harder.
And Tide could probably just go for a recall here. Orca's perfectly fine picking up this farm. And Junji might give him the silver loot. Does Orca notice in time? And he got there right as this lane was vulnerable. Caitlyn doesn't have net yet, and Orca doesn't have his stealth. Oh, they're onto him. Oh, they can't find him, though. Good recall. They will see him now, but too late.
Very intelligent.
Okay.
Oh, my.
Just gotta get a nice chunk, but he's completely out of mana.
This man has no mana.
Does have biscuits, and Xerath passive is going to give you mana back every time you auto. And I think you get
every time.
Oh yeah, I think you get a little extra for hitting champ.
Yeah, you get a lot extra. It's kind of like Kassadin.
Yeah, the Kassadin W.
Yeah. If you auto attack a champ, it's something ridiculous, like 4 times the amount of the mana. But admittedly, it's not very likely that he's getting auto attacks off onto Maple. I mean, it does kind of just feel like DCG drafted 3 winning lanes.
Yeah. Always good when you can do it.
Feels like something's gonna miss if it happens to you, but...
Junji has found 665's Raptor camp as 665 is beelining for the bot lane.
Oh.
This should be...
This is really smart. There's no way PSG suspect this. They suspect that it could be coming, but...
Oh, misses the Q.
Oh, alright.
Alright, they fish for it and don't manage to do it. I would like to maybe let Orca start the fight, as Betty had no cleanse. So chipping away at these plates.
Oh.
Kriskada doesn't quite get the auto for his mana back onto Maple. Maple also having mana issues of his own.
Oh, nice trade.
Yeah. Tide just missing out on the net Caitlyn net there.
Nicer trade.
Yeah, 665 is here, but so is Junjia. 665 might be in trouble here. Oh, doesn't put up his W in time. Okay. So PSG weathering the storm in the bot lane perfectly fine. The
Man.
gank from Junjia helping a lot.
DCG might just have become my favorite team to watch, I think. They just put together some funky stuff almost every single series.
Yeah.
Like
My favorite is the Kaisa mid still.
Yeah, no, that was
Yeah, so maybe we should trust Cascada's counter picks a little more.
I mean, that was already a known counter pick.
Yeah, this one a little more creative. But, you know, it's a new champ.
Yeah. It kind of seems like Hui was almost what Xerath was into the Azir at one point, right? And you picked the Hui into the Azir, and in this case, you kind of assumed it was going to be Nico. Although I think the draft led you to believe it wasn't, just because Lux didn't get picked.
Yeah.
So something suspicious, and it was.
So DCG not really managing to build an advantage in the bot lane. CS perfectly fine for Betty. Nice. They're landing their spells, but...
They are trading so well, our PSG.
Yeah, I mean, they're landing their spells, DSG, but... I mean, Milio's just able to shield...
665, he's looked so much, and...
Yeah, Junjia doing a good job of just recognizing where he needs to be. And getting that first flash burn and early recall out of Tide has helped this lane so much. Though they are still losing plays.
Yeah, 2 Caitlyn's.
Keeping the pace up, running at Cascada mid.
Oh my! Sidestep comes out, slow ball too, but phase rush to match.
Okay.
Maple trading will miss that fair, and actually has to be a little bit careful. Does Maple on the way?
Yeah. Cascada gets the wave and is going to be able to recall. The Hui does push these waves very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Ah.
Junjia running back to bot. Feels like he has fires to put out.
In every lane, right? It's not looking too easy for Junjia to find his correct pathing. I think he has done a pretty damn good job of it, though.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the
He
shield.
has flash. Oh,
I don't even think he needed to use it in the end, but I think that Q might have just missed. But Maple, I think that was the first time I've noticed the shield from W actually mattering.
Yeah, Junjia behind DCG's bot lane though.
Yeah. He's going to find his way in, but ultimately
Gets a heal.
Really find too much. Yeah, just a heal. Oh.
665 found Maple. Okay,
okay.
Uses his flash, kills him. Uses his ult too. Gonna be happy to pick that one up as Xerath is looking pretty good into Hui.
It is. I mean, yeah, not much more to say about it. He's definitely finding himself a lead. Almost got the solo kill. Flashing aggressively on the Xerath in lane is not something you
see very often.
Yeah, often to see.
And as long as they can keep the solution down, you know, no one's dealing with Xerath very well. I mean, well, we'll see once Cassante gets to him. We're going to see how 665 picked off Maple here. I'm guessing he just flash ults him. Yeah. Light work for 665. Maybe a bit greedy from Maple. Junjia constantly looking. Not spending much time hitting his camps, Junjia. 665 going to get this dragon.
Should be matched, though, with the Void Grubs, you'd have to think.
Yeah, with how much priority he had bought, no surprise he's getting this dragon.
Hard game, I think, for PSG.
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking back onto Cascada, no flash available. But actually...
It's fine. Hui not doing much damage at this point in the game, so even though they connect the stun, 665... I mean, Xerath not doing much damage at this point in the game either, so hard to turn these picks into kills.
Oh.
What he has,
however, Breath of Light comes through, and it is just a trade of ults for these supports. Level 7 and level 6 for the junglers. Not the worst, of course, just 6 to 5 kind of being that.
Yeah, Tide
really
eats a culling. Could be in trouble.
Tide's eating a lot. He is very, very low now, and Junjia once again, he's...
Uh-oh. Tide is going to get a recall off here. And there's nothing really for PSG to do down here. They're kind of just hanging out.
This has been some active jungling. Well,
Yeah,
not many kills have happened, but
it's 665 winning out as far as I can tell. Has a kill under his belt. Junjia managed to burn a flash early on, but 665 getting all the objectives.
uh-oh.
Oh. I mean, hard to dive a Nico.
I think it's more...
No ulti, though.
Yeah, no ulti. Does get stunned up. The follow-up's not quite there yet, as Orca will be able to flash away. And Junjia...
Oh, wow.
He just gets out of the tower range. That's flash once again burnt, though.
Yep. Trades his flash for it. So Poppy, a lot harder to make these picks without flash, but it's going to take some pressure off his bot lane again. Who are the win condition this game? Tide going to be able to stop this back. Betty, nice dash.
First strike, gold acquired.
Yep.
But this is now not so good of a back timing.
Yeah, Tide still has ulti.
Okay.
So Orca making his way back down bot. As Maple seems fine in this lane now that he's got some levels.
Oh, okay. It is going to be the... what is it called? The charge Lucian build.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense this game. Gonna be one-hitting a lot of members of DCG's team almost. As Betty's found himself in a horrible spot now after that recall interrupted. TP behind DCG's bot lane. Orca no flash. Yeah. Tide very low.
Okay, RJ, he's definitely going to find his way onto Tide. Have to see if Tide uses flash. Actually, he chooses to onto Orca, who does not have flash available. Tide turning around to find some damage. Taco as well, ulting, but going to have to eventually get on out of there. We now have 4 members for PSG, but 5 for DCG, as Maple is coming in from the back. Let's see if he can land that spiraling despair. He's on a ward. Does have to certainly be careful here. 65 flashes forward. Really, really good usage of that fear, but still manages to find his way onto the way. Aatrox landing everything, and that's going to just be a clean kill found from Taco. Orca now arriving back. Does go unstoppable, will Arja. And he's trying to find something, but ultimately going to get Dragon's Rage kicked, and DCG find themselves very comfortably ahead. Now picking up those 2 kills in the bottom skirmish.
What a confusing fight. Everyone TPs in and kind of just runs around in circles. No one able to connect, and then Maple finds himself on a flank on Hui.
And misses ult too.
Yeah, misses his ult. Doesn't get much damage back, and really well played from 665, who's having a great game. Just flashes straight onto Maple. Just sees a Hui on his flank and punishes it immediately.
I think RJ... Oh, he doesn't have all out. There must have been a fight top.
Wow. Taco did have ult, right? He was ulted earlier, I think.
Yeah, he was ulted in this fight.
So, yeah, 665 just immediately flashes.
Oh, you missed it on the fed target too.
Yep. Maple maybe a little unfamiliar on the Hui, and maybe just a little frazzled by laning against the Xerath all game. And Aja goes down here too.
So as things stand, DCG up a dragon, up the 3 Void Grubs, and now also find themselves up 2k gold.
Yeah, feeling good as DCG at this point in the game. You do have a very unorthodox comp, so it could get ugly in the mid game when you're trying to 5v5.
Yeah, I have to see. I mean, I do have to feel like you will be losing mid lane priority on the mid waves. Lucian Milio tending to be very good at that. Although it is a bit scary being that you have a Nico. It's hard for you to ever dash forward until the wave has fully crashed, because you don't know if one of those last minions is going to just turn out to be a Nico.
665 is much stronger than Junji at this point in the game, but I don't know if they want this 3v3. I think you have to go for it.
Tide?
Oh, goodness.
It just gets taken out.
Yeah, Orca whiffs the ult on the Nico. Yeah, and this is where you don't want the solution to get too big, because he's already a problem at 0-0-0.
Yeah, wee woo, wincon spotted.
So, gonna be hard to find a steal here against the Poppy. But Maple is in base.
You have to see if he
gonna have the TP.
Starts channeling that Keeper's Verdict. I mean, at least you don't have to for now.
I mean, yeah, you need to just
all right,
get
here
out
we
of
go. Maple teleporting on in, and out will go 665. This dragon's very low. Jinji should be able to just smite that one away, and we'll do so.
Yeah, hard to get a steal against the Poppy, right? You have to outplay the ult somehow, and Tide just gets one tapped. Flash from Junjia coming in to make sure they pick up the kill.
Yeah, extremely calculated aggression from Betty. I mean, this entire lane.
Yeah.
Oh, Maple. Okay, he's going to get out. It is going to be the Luden's companion here, finished up for Cascada.
And, you know, some hiccups, but DCG do get first tower in the stronger bot lane. But, you know, a lot more gold on the solution than you would expect when you're picking a very aggressive lane.
665's headed to top side. We'll see if he chooses to contest. Looks like...
Yeah, level 12 on Taco. Looking very strong, actually.
Yeah, this guy's looking freakish.
Yeah, we haven't had much of a chance to look at top lane, though we've seen plenty of this matchup.
But he's found himself a little low on his health resource. 665 though, he walks in. Maple actually missing that fear.
Oh, Junjia.
And Junjia getting absolutely destroyed. Manages to get away thanks to that Breath of Light healing him up. They won't be able to really contest this Herald now though. It should just be picked up from 665.
Oh,
Maple
wow.
having a bit of a shocker so far on the way. Let's see if he can turn things around. A lot of skill shots are going wide, and certainly can't have that on a champ that entirely relies on skill shots. Okay.
So PSG think they still have a contest in them.
Yeah, Keeper's Verdict almost up. I think if you can bait for that, maybe there's a chance. You don't have Hui ult though. On the other side, there is no Nico ult, so pretty good, I guess. Junjia actually getting pulled back away from that Q3, but Taku going on forward. Arjun now trying to keep him alive, but it's going to eventually be these barrages coming through from Cascada that's going to be able to pick up the kill. Over the wall will go Taco as Q connects, but what a flash from Woody. Brings 665 under his tower, does flash away. But these fights are on a knife's edge. No one really going down. Honestly, healths are still remaining pretty high. It's just so much is happening. So
Betty
little
gets chunked.
resulting.
Yeah, I think that's just something you're going to see a lot with a Lethality, Caitlyn, and a Xerath as your carries. They put out damage, but there's no finish on it. Really, Cascada does finish off the fight here. Or the kill onto Junjia, rather, and Maple gets chunked out. Taco gets maybe a little baited. Has to flash away after Eing over the wall. And 665 trades flashes with Woody, essentially.
Well, if Maple had have been slightly quicker on that
fear,
maybe they're able to take out this Lee Sin, who's currently sitting 2-0-2, having a very, very good game from South as 665.
Yeah.
It's one of those games.
Yeah, we got this version of 665. Plenty of time to see the other half, though.
Yes, it has been a slow one.
He generally, though, when he has these good starts, he doesn't start inting.
Yeah, no, he just...
It's either... You just know, if he starts 0-1, it'll keep going in that direction. If he starts 1-0, he goes in that direction. And as DCG, you're going to be really happy to see him have a strong start to this game. Tide almost died.
Yeah, Betty really the shining light in this comp. Maple very close to upgrading into CRS, which is a very key item spike.
Yep.
This Herald, there's only 30 seconds until it's actually just gone.
Yeah.
So I don't know if either team really are going to get it.
If anyone's getting it, it's PSG with Tide on 1 HP.
Yeah, it does feel a bit hard. I mean, Tide is playing Lethality Kate, so can...
Play very far back.
Yeah, like here, for example, Woody going to cop a lot of damage. Nice, Keeper's Verdict hits away too, and with that, plays over. It is just going to be PSG's. They do get it with a mere 5 seconds to spare, but good pickup nonetheless.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we don't see this Poppy champion more.
Yeah, me too.
It just seems so good.
It seemed really good last year. Barely anything's changed. He wasn't reliant on any of those mythics. So, yeah, it is interesting.
Because, I mean, that's the second objective now that PSG have picked up just by pushing Poppy ult.
Yeah, and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
The same thing happens around towers too. Akin to Maokai, maybe a little bit less effective when it comes to structures, but you can just go behind the team and channel Poppy ult, and if you hit someone, well, you probably get the tower.
Yeah. And it's just so strong in the early game, too. It puts so much pressure on you.
Yeah, even more so than the likes of the Maokai, right? Where Maokai does put pressure on you, but doesn't offer the same amount of damage that Poppy early game does.
Yeah, definitely not. And even pressure on the enemy jungler, right? Poppy can just kill you at level 2 if she finds you in your jungle.
Dragon, second one of the game for DCG, should be picked up. We don't see anyone really converging. Although PSG are kind of... No, they're going to decide not to. It's too late anyway.
They just don't have position for it, so they decide to just not contest it.
We have 4v4 in the mid lane, as per.
So honestly, I want to see Betty just go for a lifesteal item third. I don't think he needs the armor pen. Stun lands onto Junjia. We'll eat some poke.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rely on the Moonstone alongside Woody, though. And Woody probably going to get a redemption next.
Yeah, might be able to sustain that way, but... Oh, Cascada. Nice flash. If he gets feared up there, he could find himself in some trouble. His team is far away.
Yeah, so. Ultimately, though, PSG didn't use anything for that, so...
Yeah. So it's a Xerath without flash, though.
Yeah.
Maybe too far up right now. 665 is in position to block off any flank from Junjia. We'll be spotted out by the Scuttle Crab.
You know what's good about this is that DCG have found themselves a lead, even though it's a slow game. Oftentimes when you're up against the top 4 teams as a bottom 4 team, you just find games that go like this, just for no apparent reason, PSG will just be ahead by 3k gold.
Yeah, or the classic when it's one of the top teams versus a lower tier team, they'll be down kills. The better team will be down kills, but just even in gold.
Yeah.
So DCG are playing the fights well and playing the lanes well, as well as the macro. So doing well.
And this Aatrox is quietly just the scariest champion on the map.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had much of a chance to look at Taco. Plenty of distractions around the map, but yeah, I was a bit iffy on the Aatrox pick so early in the draft when there were other answers to the Cassante, but making it work.
Yeah, no complaints from me.
Yeah. Cascada, no flash. Very far up.
Yeah, very far up. There is.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to peel him here.
That's it. 665 is going to have to use that ult. And what just happened there?
Blocked it with the Nico clone.
Massive. Really well played. And now it's actually turning. And
TP
oh my god, this is a very, very scary Aatrox who's coming in. Maple's going to get knocked up. Everything's landing. RJ does come through with the all out. But my god, Taco, he's found one. Culling's coming through. Does get him very low. I thought for a second there we were going to see an absolute domination come through from that Aatrox. Ultimately, though, once again, it is Maple going down, but the play, it might not be over. They're going forward. Got a taxi to that wolf camp as Junjia continues to try run, but with the Sonic Wave landing, Junjia does go down. RJ also teleporting into the mid wave. I don't believe there's any chance for DCG to do this Baron.
No, their Baron sucks.
Just more gold picked up. 5k now in the lead, and an absolute shocker for Maple, who did do the most damage, but getting caught out. And
I mean, what a TP from Taco, and you're going to see... I mean, Chris kind of looks dead here. I thought it was doomed, but this clone that Orca just distracts Junjia with, Cascada's able to get in position. Now Taco's TPing, and watch how many flashes Orca burns with his ultimate here. I mean, it just lets Taco have a great fight when... I mean, I think that was 3 flashes he burned for his. And the fight's always going to look pretty good if you trade 1 flash for 3 at the beginning.
Oh, that
almost kills Betty.
So
almost kills
healing.
Woody. It's, yeah, Taco having a great game for himself. Along with 665, Chris Scott, everyone doing pretty well.
Okay.
Betty.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that's a bad sign when you've got the solution to deal with.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was sped up the whole time by Milio, but still, honestly, I'm getting hit by at least one of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't let these supports drive. Don't let these supports drive.
Who gave this man his license?
Honestly, I don't know if it was even an accident. I think he hopped in it and realized there are 5 people standing in front of this tower. And as the Milio, I'm going to be running into them. I was just going to eat a bit of poke here, but really, the poke that matters is going to be on Maple and, more importantly, on Betty.
Yeah.
As it's, he's actually getting a bit chunked.
Yeah, actually maybe.
Yeah, it's
I
not,
think it's the thing is, if Cascada lands the poke, it actually hurts a lot more because currently RJ is sitting with 3 armor items, 0 MR.
yeah.
Yeah, and mid-wave completely controlled here by DCG. I don't know how PSG are supposed to contest this dragon.
Yeah, it's looking rough. 665 right on the side. Betty, half
God.
HP. And this is why I wanted to see lifesteal from him, honestly, because, I mean, I don't know if he's even getting to a wave to lifesteal off it, though. As DCG are happy to ARAM, they have an amazing ARAM
So
comp.
PSG are choosing to try and threaten Baron, I think.
Yeah.
But
We'll see how DCG deal with this. And they're dealing with it very well, I think. Having just a couple members hit the dragon, not giving PSG the option to really threaten the Baron at all. Maybe Maple can get this top tower.
should do, hopefully.
It depends how much HP, right? It'll be pretty healthy, but DCG don't look like they care about defending it, so he will just pick it up. And I think PSG are realizing that maybe we shouldn't just agree to the ARAM. I think they were only there in the first place because Dragon was coming up.
Yeah, you have to be a bit more creative, I think. Sitting in mid waves against Caitlyn Xerath. Now, if it was just Caitlyn, you actually
you're
would
fine.
win. But as soon as Xerath's there too, there is no way you're pushing faster because 1 Q through that minion wave and it's gone.
Yep. So the only problem for DCG with closing this game out is how horribly slow their Baron is.
Yeah.
They will just take a lot of damage doing it. They don't do it particularly quickly, so you know they've got to kill probably 3 members of PSG before I'll feel like they can really hit this Baron.
I also agree.
665 looking for something.
Now, I think importantly, they don't need to. They can just wait 4 minutes. This dragon will spawn. They are on soul point.
Oh, and it's an
An
infernal soul.
with double poke.
God. Okay, gotta be careful here. These are the moments where Betty can crack the game.
Oh my god, we are just flashing like that. Junjia once again with the fancy feet, gonna find his way onto Cascada, who does have flash.
Aja TPing.
Junjia has found himself still behind it, but Aja is even further behind. Nice double knock up there with that keeper's verdict as Cascada is going to try and get saved here by 665 to no avail. Taco now, he is in no man's land. He will be going down. Maple landing everything in this engage, and shut down will go to Aja. And with that, while yes, DCG's Baron is slow, PSG's isn't so slow, and now only Caitlyn really to stand and try and find that poke very much needed to defend this.
Yeah, that's the weakness of Xerath, is he's just so vulnerable in the side lane. A very deep ward lets Aja get behind him, and I mean, they're landing good poke here, though.
They are. I think PSG need to find a way to turn, but they don't have the best engage in the world. Aja actually getting very, very low. And
Betty getting chunked too, as they're off the Baron.
Aja's still on it, still keeping it aggro, but yeah, now they realize...
Wow, I can't believe they managed to stop that. Just the bot lane of DCG, essentially, somehow stops that Baron, as I thought it was doomed for DCG. Jundia just flashes. Nice play here. They realize they have this deep TP flank. And I wonder if 665 should have just matched the Cassante and fought him off. You know, I hope Cascada can handle the Poppy.
I don't think he could, but maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Taco not getting much done on the flank this time. No Orca to get people CC'd up for him and make his life easier. No flash either to really connect on to Maple. As I think Maple did flash in that exchange. So he
flashing
gets
away from Taco, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, nice kick onto Junjia. Actually gets him pretty low.
Maple's TPing somewhere.
Oh my
665
god,
this
right
time.
there is where he's teleporting. But massive, massive spiraling despair is going to be able to find that Xerath once again.
Damn.
And 665 now, very low.
Yeah, and Xerath is the last champ you want dying.
In the exact same position as before, except this time we do still have our Aatrox alive. So it isn't quite as easy, although it wasn't easy for PSG last time as they weren't even able to do it. Junji is on a flank. They should know that he's not in the Baron pit. There is a pink ward in there.
Junjia can't even get in the pit.
Yeah, Ace in the hole comes out. He does have Hextech Flash.
So they're not really threatening to kill it. Junjia, though,
he's coming for the flash. He's coming for the flash. He's going to find his way onto Tide. Maybe. Nice flash. Tide very, very low as Betty is going to get absolutely clapped by 665. Both 80 carries going down. Taco absolutely making short work there on the top side onto RJ. And out of nowhere, it was PSG looking for the fight, but they certainly didn't want it as DCG just rolled them.
4v5, they just kill them all. I don't even know what happened. Junjia, it looked pretty scary when he found the Hex Flash onto Tide, but I mean, 665 and Taco are the real carries of the comp, and I mean, make light work of Millie and Lucian. I'd love to watch the back end of that fight as I was watching Tide run for his life.
Now 40 seconds until this.
Yeah, let's see what happens. What happens to Betty? So, what do you get?
Aatrox says Flash. I know what happens to Betty.
Yeah, I get that. I think 665 might pull something ridiculous off. I don't know. Betty's playing in the front line. Eats a Caitlyn headshot. Oh, Orca.
Oh, yeah.
And 665 actually finds him while Taco's just killing everyone. Wow, DCG getting it done.
Really nice engaged by Orca.
Yeah, I don't know why he looks so nervous to be playing this Nico. He's looking very good on it.
Culling coming through, 665, chunked out quite a lot, and there's no way for him to sustain up. Taco also in no man's land, going to have to pop that ult, but he is stunned up against the wall. A lot of damage coming down. He will be going down eventually. Betty trying to dodge out of that arcane barrage. Now it is 4v5. Betty, though, is noticeably very, very low. I'm not sure if he has any lifesteal, but he does have that cozy campfire.
Yeah, I don't expect DCG to back down here.
No, I don't either. So
not with their soul.
Recall, Arjer.
He doesn't have a TP flank.
He does have a teleport in the...
It's dead.
He has a teleport there in the river, though.
Soul.
This is gone. This is gone. Soul is dead. PSG not realizing that it is actually still just being done despite them being a man down. And with that, double poke with Infernal Soul. This game just became 10 times harder.
Yeah, this is going to be very hard for PSG to handle this
now.
Chunk onto a 2 armor item Poppy, I believe.
Yeah, this game just became very, very difficult. Not that it already wasn't, but...
Wow, DCG, I can't believe my eyes.
I can. 665's always been the best jungler in the world if he goes 1-0.
As long as he doesn't die. As long as you can avoid the first death.
Okay,
yeah, I mean, how are you supposed to defend this? I mean, Baron Infernal Soul against a poke comp.
Oh, there's a Cassante stopping the wave, yeah.
Oh, very nice. But they do pick up an inhib for themselves, and though their Baron's going to run out, they can just siege up another lane. And
did they get the inhib?
No, they actually didn't.
Yeah, I didn't think they did.
Okay. They just get the tower, but they'll be happy to siege again. Don't expect to see DCG splitting up very often anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, he's cooking up. He's cooking up another TP flank. Worked the first time.
There's no TP for him. Maple does have his. But
I want to see less flanks from Maple this game, though.
This is going to take insane amount of coordination and good play. Oh my god.
As Woody thought about blocking that.
Yeah, I was going to say, Zer's teleporting in. Here comes the Arcane Barrage. Betty, though, he doesn't get hit by these very often. Maple going to have to flash away, use that speed up, and Seraph gets popped, and ultimately he gets popped. 65 does get ulted out of there by this Poppy, but not before Maple's taken out once again. 0-5 now on the way.
DCG eyeing up the inhib in the mid lane.
And should be going down. Shouldn't be the entire game just yet. There's a lot of ults on cooldown. In fact, all of them except for arguably the most important on this Nico.
Yeah, and I mean, this Nico's functioning so well as just disengage for a poke comp.
Yeah. Really, really intelligent draft, and Maple was paying for the blind pick way. Culling used, clearing out the first minion wave, and now you got to deal with the second one. Orca is a cannon minion, and he's very, very low at the moment. Kind of feels a bit scary now for DCG, as Tide actually takes a big, big chunk from that rapid-fire auto attack. This should be fine. Oh my god, that did nothing.
That looked bugged.
That almost felt like it healed him.
Yeah, didn't notice that one at all. Compared to how much damage it's doing to the Lucian through Milio shields. So level 16 soon for Tide, as he is just an ult bot this game, and traps. 5 flashes, all available for DCG, and not the same for PSG, of course. Yeah, Maple missing his, but otherwise, really it's Betty's game to carry.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
You're a very low-ranged attack damage carry, and you're up against possibly the longest-range team comp you could imagine without getting ridiculous with it.
Yeah, I mean, they did even get ridiculous.
Yeah, well, that's true.
With this one. So, the longest range meta mid is going to be, well, Hui.
Yeah. I guess so. We're going to need some of those to land. Maple having not such a great... Oh. Well, that's not his fault, to be fair.
So DCG just A-ramming it up. Nothing to take mid, really. Just trying to torture PSG a bit with some poke.
I mean, they have the ultimate A-ram team comp outside of Lee Sin. Maybe you could swap that with a Rek'Sai.
Yeah.
Malphite. Oh, Junjia steps on the trap and Junjia is lost.
Oh, and Betty doesn't even... He can't even just stay there with his ult.
Okay, Betty is really good at dodging. Oh, he gets hit by one. 665, he's...
So, I'm assuming DCG are just looking for some poke and then backing off to
pull
Baron.
the trigger.
I'd love to see them get another wave in. Maybe in top lane and go for the top outer.
Okay, there is 10 seconds now until Baron. PSG will have time to reset, get their health back up, and try and contest, but I don't know how possible it is.
They might just hit this immediately as...
Yeah, it is still fairly slow, but nowhere near as slow as before.
3 Infernal Drags with Infernal Soul.
Yeah. Alright, they know what's happening. I don't know that they care. They have no idea where Orca is, so it's so scary.
Oh, it's not up soon.
Teleport coming through. I mean, oh, it is up.
It's up. Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
Taco's here.
Taco's found himself.
I mean, they're here in time.
Really nice position. Junjia has his ult. He's going to have to look for 665. He finds him.
Oh.
And Taco has annihilated this Millie on the backside. Betty's going to have to flash away from these ZRF ults.
The dragon.
Junjia is stuck in the pit. 4,000 HP, 2,000 HP. It's gone. 665's come back. He's found the smite. Nice work from Maple to land a bit of CC there. Trying to keep someone alive, but ultimately Elder Dragon secured. Oh my God! 665 has done it again. Only Betty and Junjia remain to try and salvage this game against 4 Elders and 4 Barons.
And PSG still just making it so stressful for you to win this game. They time the go on the Elder Drake perfectly. They just run straight there and put the pressure on you, but DCG just kill the Baron quickly and get down there. And well, we said we got the good version of 665.
Yeah, I think this is better than the good version. This is probably the best version I'm yet to see. Betty going to lose all of his health to a Caitlyn ult, and then also going to lose his health to his ZRFQ, and he's got the Cozy Campfire now. He gets ulted, but nice E means that he won't get picked up immediately, but Orca with the flash forward certainly will be able to find him. Woody now is still alive alongside Junjia, but the teleport coming through. That tower disappeared, so will the Nexus. And beyond all doubt, DCG managed to pick up game number